Well, how are the soldiers fighting for our freedoms feeling after the death of Osama bin Laden? As we continue our month-long salute to the troops and their families, JP and I talked about the death of bin Laden with artillery targeting officer Robert Sheffield of Austin, who is currently serving in southern Iraq. Now, you are an artillery targeting officer. Tell us what that is.
Actually, what an artillery targeting officer does is we help facilitate indirect and direct fire support for maneuver elements for the command.
With everything that's happening and playing out in Abbottabad in Pakistan, the death of Osama bin Laden, what have you been hearing there?
It's just good news. It doesn't necessarily affect us that much, but it was really good news to hear that. We're really glad to finally put an end to that guy.
I bet there was a cheer that went up there when that news came down.
Oh, yes, sir. When I came in, I read it on the Drudge Report, and I called my wife immediately, woke her up. I guess it was probably midnight.
Well, you're a homegrown Texan. What did you do while you were here?
Well, I grew up in Lumberton, just north of Beaumont. My folks actually listened to KTRH when I was growing up. I'm an immigration agent in southern Louisiana now.
What has been your biggest challenge when you first got there?
Readjusting. My wife and I, both of us are military. Between her deployments, this is my second tour. My wife has had 3 tours. The time apart is kind of tough.
I was going to say, you must miss your family a lot. Tell us a little bit about your wife and your family.
My wife is way more cool than I am. She is a Black Hawk pilot. We've got 3 boys. It's just been an adventure, so to speak.
When's the last time you talked to your wife?
I try to talk to her as much as possible. Usually I talk to her every other day or so. I'm able to get a call in.
Well, you know what? We're going to sneak in another one right now. Michelle, are you with us now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's great to have you along. You know, say, Michelle, this is a pretty good lucky thing. When we asked him about his family, he said nice things about you.
I know, right? He always does. He's such a great guy. And he'll tell our kids the only way I'd be cooler than Mom is if I was a baseball player.
I'm waiting for Mr. Hunsaker to give me a call. I've been waiting on the Astros phone call for about 30 years now. So
it could happen. You never know.
You never know, yeah.
What do you miss most about Texas?
I miss a cold beer in the state. And the fishing and hunting. I got a long list of things that I miss.
Well, you don't have too much longer to wait. We hope you have a safe return to Michelle and your family next month. That's Artillery Targeting Officer Robert Sheffield of Lumberton and his wife, Michelle. So as we honor our troops and their families this month, we want to hear from you. What have you done recently to support our troops serving overseas and their families back here at home? We'll be reading some of your comments during an hour-long KTRH News special this Memorial Day.